All right, guys, good news. I think tomorrow it is going to be day one of Operation Get as much content out on the internet as humanly possible. I think I'm going to be able to make another YouTube video. This one's probably going to be talking about local SEO best practices. I can take a lot of the content that is, very general on YouTube. There's a lot of people who talk about this stuff in great detail and they do a really good job at it, but you can just take that content and basically target it towards any niche audience. So, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about today was the importance of building systems. And what I mean by that is often when I start a project in kind of a blank slate, and this even related to 3D, when I start a project in kind of a blank slate, I'll start building it out and kind of doing all of the easy and satisfying stuff first, because that feels the most productive and I feel like I make a ton of progress right at the very beginning. And then it gets super tedious towards the end to fill out all the kind of harder stuff that I was putting off. And I think if I can take a more systematic approach to everything I do and make sure that, I'm actually doing things in the logical order, I'll be able to get a lot more done. I don't know how much, you guys have dealt with any kind of client work or anything like this, but I do find it really tough when you sort of tackle tasks in the order that you want to rather than the order that makes sense. And then you're left with the last 5% of the project that takes, over half as long as everything else. That's one thing I'm running into right now with a website with the Day 33 client. He finally got back to me, like I said, and we have the rest of the content to fill out the site, but because of how I've built it so far, it's just been really tedious and going really slowly, much slower than I expected. But I anticipate that once I've done it a couple times, I'll be able to kind of build a routine and kind of go about it the same way every time. So anyways, that's everything for today. I'll see you tomorrow.